What state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to get some shouts out to the early birds, starting with Dun. Carnell Robinson. What's up, Carnell? Sharonda, I see you. JT, look out. Candace Hill. Tyrone Gaines. What's up? What's up, Eric? Got another Tyrone. Razor. What's up, Razor Johnson? What's up, C? Brian Patterson. Melanie Blair. What's up, Mel? Eva. James Hodge. What's up, Ruth? Sam Banks. Thomas Jordan. What up, Rob? Was that HSG? See Baton Rouge in the house. Chris Henderson. Joanne Wisher. Going in, fam. Going in. What's up, Curtis Ballard? Going in. I'll come back to the comments in a moment. So, the Diddy trial is entering the home stretch because prosecutors are saying that they are almost done making their case. And the defense is saying it only needs 1 or 2 days to make its case. So it looks like we could have a verdict in the Diddy case as early as next week. What y'all think about that, fam? A verdict in the Diddy case as early as next week is possible. The prosecutors are saying that they're wrapping up their case. They're almost done. They're almost done making their case. And the defense is saying they only need 1 or 2 days to make their case. And that's it. They're done. And so it looks like that the jury could be going into deliberations as early as next week. Prosecutors called one of their final witnesses Friday, and we heard much of the same. This time, Brendan Paul, the alleged drug mule, who said, look, man, I ain't no motherfucking drug mule, man. Stop calling me a drug mule. I'm not a drug mule. But furthermore, get this, fam. Dude said that Jane Doe was not coerced. This Jane Doe was not coerced, which helped the defense. See, the prosecution was trying to use Brendan Paul to nail Diddy on the RICO charges. This was supposed to be their star witness for the RICO. This is supposed to be the guy that's going to put the nail in the coffin for the RICO. And that didn't happen. Plus, so I actually got a more in-depth video of that coming up later today. But this dude was supposed to be the guy that was supposed to put the nail in the coffin for the RICO charges. Remember, this is the guy supposed to be the drug mule, you know? And it didn't work out like that for the defense. I mean, for the prosecution, it did not work out like that. So hey, yeah, y'all. Smash up those likes, fam. Man, why I gotta keep on telling y'all? Why I gotta keep telling folks to smash up the likes? Man, it's just supposed to be automatic by now. People, you come into it's like coming into a dark room. As soon as you walk in the room, You flip the switch. You don't look around trying to look around. You flip the switch. You're not liking the video because you agree with what I'm saying. You're liking the video because you appreciate the time I took out my busy schedule to bring you guys this news you can use. Smash up the likes. Moving on. Brendan Paul testified about getting drugs sometimes for Diddy and setting up hotel rooms for freak-offs, like the other former Diddy associates did, but he helped the defense by saying on cross-examination, it didn't feel like Jane was being coerced. Remember, the whole case for the prosecution is, oh, Jane was coerced. She was forced. You know, she was helpless. Diddy made her do it. Diddy did it. Diddy did it. Diddy made him. And he made it. He made all of those grown people do all of these bad things. Diddy's a monster. He made them do all of this stuff. I have, out of all of, you know what's ironic? Out of all of those text messages from between Diddy and Cassie, not one time did we read a text message that read, you gonna do this freak off, I'm gonna beat your. Look, show up for the freak off or else. What we did here is how she talked about sometimes she was tired, she was sore, she needed recovery. But we also heard her say in a Father's Day text, let's do a freak off. She told Diddy, Father's Day, she wanted to give him a freak off. She volunteered this. Diddy didn't make her do it. She volunteered it. But at the same time, she says, well, Diddy made her feel like a hooker. Which is it? I'm not buying it, fam. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Yeah, Cassie is all in these text messages talking about how she was looking forward to these freak-offs. The defense told the judge they only need a day or two to make their case. And that means we could have closing arguments by Thursday and deliberations by Friday. Closing arguments by Thursday and deliberations by Friday. Yeah. The prosecution is wrapping up their case. The defense said, man, we only need 1 or 2 days. So they're going to bring this thing to a close sooner than we thought. There's a very good chance that a verdict could come next week. I'm thinking, okay, hear me out. I'm thinking they might try to stretch it. They might try to stretch it. I think these type of stuff never go as smooth as planned, right? So what I'm thinking is perhaps you'll have closing arguments by Friday, maybe even deliberations, and then we get a verdict Monday or Tuesday of the following week. That's what I'm thinking. But that verdict is coming sooner than you think. If it doesn't, then that means that the trial will stretch into the final days before July 4th holiday. And it's doubtful that jurors will want to think about this over a long holiday weekend. You see what I'm saying? Ain't that amazing, man, how people's fate is decided by holidays and commemorable events and things of that nature, what's going on with the country and what's going on. Like, they're trying to get out of that by the 4th of July. Yeah, they trying to go, everybody trying to go on holidays. They trying to be at the barbecue, chill, kick it. So today is June 21st. next week, by yeah, yeah, we'll have a verdict before July 4th, before the holiday. We will have a verdict. Let me look at the calendar right quick. July calendar. July calendar. We have the 4th is on a Friday. So the official holiday weekend starts Friday. So that's a long weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, some people will take off Thursday. We will have a verdict. That's why I say we'll have a verdict before July 4th. I'm thinking that verdict will come maybe Monday or Tuesday of the week of the holiday. So yeah, next week will be a huge week. It'll be a huge week. It's gonna be fireworks next week. Yeah. Y'all give me a thumbs up if you think Diddy will be acquitted. Thumbs up if you think Diddy will be acquitted. Thumbs down if you say, no, Willie D, man, they got him. They got him. They gonna do him dirty. They got him. Thumbs up if you think he'll be acquitted. Thumbs down if you think they got him. If you think the prosecution has made his case, thumbs down. Oh, up. Rusky up. Angela up. L. Jackson up. Sweet James Jones down. Mike up. Leonard up. John up. Rhonda up. Christy up. Rob up. Treese up. Was that Andy up? Mac down. Chill down. Julio down. Yvette up. So it looks like for the most part, Maurice down. So yeah, it looks like for the most part, say chill, say down. Looks like for the most part, y'all think that Diddy will be acquitted. I think he'll be acquitted too. Of course, anything could happen. If he's not acquitted, then that would set up a dramatic wait and see for Trump's response. Because I'm certain if Diddy is convicted, Trump is going to pardon him. Diddy will not spend 1 year in prison. He might spend a few days, but he won't be in prison more than a couple of, if he's convicted, he won't be in prison for more than, I would say, I don't think he would be in prison for more than 3-4 months. Trump is going to pardon him. In fact, I think Trump would just, I don't even think he's gonna wait around. I think he's gonna take the guesswork right out of it. I think that at the moment, Diddy people probably have already filed the paperwork. They probably preemptively filed the paperwork for a pardon. Got me one. Got a clown and got me a clown in the got me a clown in the comments. Boom. It's as simple as that, fam. Don't be sitting up in the, I don't understand why people be in the comments, in their own comments, or any comments, but especially on your own channel. I don't understand why people be arguing with people on their own channel. Just locate them and just erase, just erase them like they never existed. Block them. like they never existed, and keep it moving. Yeah, Kendrick Ballard, what's up? Landra, Judge Dredge, what's up, Judge Dredge? Rob, Stephen Wren, what's up, Steve? L. Jackson, Tina Watson, Mario Gibson. What's up, Mario? Kendrick, what's up, Kendrick? Terrence, what it do? You know, the trip part about the society that we live in, this internet, we live in the internet society, right? Is that you can't have an objective viewpoint about anything. You either, and I think a lot of this has to do with identity politics. You either all the way to the left or you're all the way to the right. If you try to like have an objective conversation, it's impossible with most people because you're either over here or you're over there. If you say something where you provoke people to think, like to just actually use critical thinking, they just, oh, you must love Diddy. You support a pedophile. You must support a pedophile. You a pedophile. Like, where do these retarded bastards come from? That's right, I said retarded. Where do they come from? I have no idea. I've always been known to have respect people who see things outside of the box, who question things. Even when something is presented to you and it seems like it's right here in black and white, you still question. You don't just accept whatever it is that they put in front of you. Oh, he did this. Oh, they say he did it, so we got to say he did it too. They don't like him, so we got to not like him too. Where that come from? Where does this type of mentality come from? They did the same thing with Muammar Gaddafi, a friend of the black community. They made a lot of black people think that Muammar Gaddafi was a horrible guy, even though that was proof that Muammar Gaddafi was a good guy for us. They made him a bad guy. America painted him as a bad guy. And our dumbasses just jumped on board. We just jumped on the bandwagon and just accepted it because America said he was a bad guy, because America said he was dangerous. We just accepted it. And some of our dumbasses cheered when that man was hunted down and murdered. We didn't question anything. We just like robots. They put something in front of us and we think just because CNN is saying it, because ABC is saying it, CBS is saying it, Fox is saying it, that makes it right. Because we get caught up in these people who went to school for journalism and who wear nice suits and dresses and talk all proper. They're wordsmiths. They're very articulate. So we think that equates to trust. We think that just because somebody is educated, they're trustworthy. So we just hear them talking, and if it sounds fly to us, we believe it. No, I'm questioning everything, man. Even if it's presented in a way that I'm supposed to be agreed, that it looks agreeable to me, I'm still questioning it. I don't watch none of the news outlets, none of them. I don't watch not one of them. I'm not loyal to any of them because all of them are full of propaganda. All of them lie. They all have an agenda. And the truth is not one of them. All of them have an agenda. They don't give a damn about the truth. They don't give a damn about the people. The media works for the government. The media and the government has always been in cahoots to spread propaganda. Think about it, fam. If the media did not operate in a way that was aligned with the government's agenda, the government would just come in and make life hard for any particular media outlet. They would just break them down. They would crush them. They would destroy them like they have in the past. Yeah, they've always been in cahoots. They've always colluded to make black people look bad. They work hand in hand. They work hand in hand. That's why I don't believe any of the stuff that they print. I don't believe anything that they say. I don't trust their statistics. I do not trust their surveys. Think about what I'm saying, fam. If they already don't like us, if they're already targeting us, what would make them try to show us in a good light? Why would we trust their data? Why would we trust their data? Why would we trust their surveys when we already know that they target us for failure? They don't want us to be looked at as, intelligent people, law-abiding people, productive people, contributors to this country. They don't want to recognize none of that. Not even the history that we've created that's etched in stone. They try to get rid of our history and everything. They don't like us. So why would we trust their data? Why would we trust their surveys? Why are we still stuck on this 13%? You know damn well there's more than 13% of black people in America. We've been stuck on 13% since the 80s. They still using 13%, but everybody else is growing. All the other numbers are growing. We stuck on 13. Come on, man. That don't make sense. I had a doctor on my show once, and really, this is not to even bash him, but he is a foreign doctor, right? And we were talking about, this is on my show, Willie D Live Conversations. You can go check it out on YouTube. It's Willie D Live Conversations. There is a link. There should be a link in the description. If it's not, just type in Willie D Live Conversations. You don't know what you're missing if you ain't subscribed. But I had him on Willie D Live Conversations, and he said that black people are inherently subjected to diabetes. If you're black, you have high blood pressure and diabetes. That's in our DNA. And I'm like, hold on, man. You a doctor saying this type of stuff? This is a doctor, fam, saying this type of stuff. A doctor. I'm not a damn doctor, but I got enough sense to know that diabetes is a result of lifestyle. It's what you're putting inside of your body. It's the food and your drink. That is high blood pressure. It's what you're putting inside of your body. It's the way it's the lack of exercise. It's the rigor that you put your mind through, the things that you allow to get you upset and things of that nature, man. This is common sense. You allow things to trigger you. These things can be, man, the body is made to self-heal. So all of these things can be controlled. A lot of the stuff that we experience It's our fault. We live in a society where it's not your fault. People love to say, well, it's not your fault. And people make billions of dollars off of people telling people, lying to people, saying it's not their fault. Well, you weigh 1,700 pounds, but it's not your fault. Telling you weigh 1,700 pounds while you lying in bed with potato chips all over your face. You still eating potato chips. You can't even get out the bed, but they're telling you it's your fault. I mean, it's not your fault. Well, are you being forced? Now, if somebody was forcing you to eat them damn potato chips, forcing that food, force feeding you, okay, it wouldn't be your fault. But if you make a conscious decision to reach and grab 10 boxes of pizza and eat 10 boxes of pizza a day, and you drinking 2 liters, 4 liters of Coca-Cola, eating 5 bags of chips, 5-piece, a 30-piece chicken. Come on, man. I'm going to tell y'all something, fam. I'm going to tell you something. Some people ain't going to like this, but I'll take my chances. Rich people and poor people, like people who are in shape and people who are not in shape, are responsible, are equally responsible for their condition. I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about grown people. I'm talking about grown people. I can say this because I've been rich and I've been poor. And well, let me back up. I've been poor and then rich, and then poor again, believe it or not, and then rich again, and poor again, and then rich. So I can tell you, it was all in my attitude. It was all in my attitude. When I was out of shape, it was because I didn't want to work out and I was eating bad. I did that to myself. Society didn't do that to me. Nobody put a gun to my head and told me, man, you better not get on that track and run. I'll kill you. Ain't nobody do that. I did that. I think the sooner that we take responsibility for our own condition, our own self. Now, we know that there are extenuating circumstances, right? We know that there are people there are others who may have had a hand in harming us in certain kind of way. We know that's true, right? In certain situations, we know that there are others. You might have a situation where you had the money and you was in a relationship and somebody stole, one of your spouse, took all the money, drained the bank accounts and took off and all of that, right? But think about what I'm saying, fam. If you put it on yourself to say, you know what? He stole my money, she stole my money. But if I wouldn't have been messing with that sucker in the first place, they wouldn't have been able to steal my money. I saw the red flags. I ignored the red flags. I shouldn't have even been messing with them in the first place. Put it on yourself, and now you have to change your behavior. Once you put it on yourself, you don't blame anybody else, even if somebody else is to blame. You still go, you know what? At the end of the day, it's on me. So when you put it on yourself, you're more likely to make changes to make sure that it don't happen again. If you put it on yourself. And so that's what I've always done. Like, Anybody ever did me dirty, I'm like, I won't mess with them again. They did me dirty, but I shouldn't have been messing with them in the first place. I shouldn't even been messing with them in the first place. So now I know, and now also, I ain't just walking around with all that heavy weight. I'm moving on, man. I'm still moving forward. I just know not to mess with that one again. But as far as like going forward, I'm moving forward. Go buy a car from a dealership that's sketchy. You go buy a used car from a dealership that's sketchy. Get back to the house with it. Car break down. You find out it's a lemon. You go back. Now you're going back and forth, trying to get your money back. It's on you because you shouldn't have went over there in the first place. But you're still trying to get your money back because legally, if you're within a certain time, you should be able to get your money back. But sometimes it ain't that simple. So you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're still trying to get your money back. But in the meantime, in the between time, you don't let it destroy you because you knew you shouldn't have went over there in the first place. You know, they got all these pretty cars out here. They look pretty, but they're old. Think about what I'm saying, fam. The cars look pretty. They got BMW, Mercedes, even got a Land Rover over there. You know, they got the Volvos and everything clean. They all these cars look clean, real clean. But they're old and they're out of warranty. So if you buy a car that's old and out of warranty, especially a foreign car, you're going to get hit over the head. You're going to get yourself, I've done it, fam. I've bought, and when I say old, I ain't even saying it's got to be 10 years old. But if it's 10 years old, you damn sure going to catch some troubles because these car parts are meant to break down. They're meant to erode. They're not meant to last in the first place. They're not meant to last. So when you go buy a used car and you buy a car that's out of warranty, or maybe it's in warranty, but it's only got another month on the warranty or another 6 months or 2 years, you better know that when that warranty is up, right before the warranty is up, stuff's gonna start breaking down. But when that warranty is up, man, you're gonna pretty much buy a whole new car after you get through paying for all of this stuff when it breaks down. I used to have a Range Rover, and boy, when that Range Rover went out of warranty, man, it seemed like the damn warranty, it seemed like the warranty expired as soon as something broke down. I mean, as soon as the warranty expired, something broke down. I was like, what the hell? And every time I had to replace something, everything started at $2,000. Damn, a knob, $2,000. Just everything, $2,000, $3,000. All change, $1,900. And that's the middle one. You know, they have a level 1, 2, 3. So if you want the middle, I think the middle one is like 1,900 or something. Then the other one is like 4,000. It's crazy. It's insane, Dave Chappelle. It's insane, man. Yeah. So I done vowed that I'll never buy another car. I'll never own another car that is a foreign vehicle that's out of warranty. You can have, unless it's a Toyota or something like that, because Toyota car parts are cheap. But you better not go pulling out for no damn Mercedes or BMW or a Range Rover or a Rolls Royce or a G-Wagon. you're going to get hit over the head. You're going to get hit over the head. You better not be riding around in one of those type of cars without a warranty. You're going to get yourself hit over the head. Matt F., y'all stupid if you think Diddy's walking. He will do no less than 15. Now, why you got to come over here and insult my subscribers? You the first one to come over here and call somebody a name. Why do you have to call somebody a name to make your point? See, this is what I be talking about, fam. Whole lot of people on here that come on this, that be coming on these platforms who don't have any home training. Like, learn some sense, man. Have some sense. You got one more time. You do that again, man, I'm gonna have to do you dirty. Why somebody gotta be stupid? Everybody got their own opinions. It's like, and that's how people think, man. If you don't agree with them, if you don't agree with somebody else, you got to be stupid. Like, it never occurred to them that, and here's another thing. We don't know what the hell gonna happen in a courtroom. You ain't the damn judge. You ain't the jury. You ain't got it fixed. You don't know what's gonna happen in that courtroom. In America, if you find yourself in a courtroom, you could end up in all types of situations. And it's all types of situations that will depend on whether you're found innocent or guilty. Race, your economic status, your gender, your sexuality. Is the case a high-profile case or not? Do you have connections? All of these things, so many variables, man, when it comes to these court cases. You don't know how these people are going to set. I can't tell you how many times I thought somebody was going to be found guilty and they was found innocent. You couldn't tell me George Zimmerman was going to walk. You couldn't tell. Nobody could convince me that that dude was going to walk. The evidence was plain and clear. The dude called the 911 operator and said he was following this kid that was walking in the neighborhood, and the 911 operator clearly told him, don't do that. You don't need to do that. And he did it anyway. He approached a youngster just walking in the neighborhood. He wasn't prying around. He wasn't doing any type of peeping Tom stuff. He was just walking. And this uncivilized mutt brought it upon himself to stop this youngster and question him as if he the damn police. But even the police don't have a right to stop you and question you if you're not suspected of a crime. But he decides that he want to start a fight with the youngster. He get his ass whooped, and then he pull out a gun and shoot the boy in the chest. And then the uncivilized mutts in the courtroom in Florida acquitted him of all charges. Nobody could have told me that fool was going to walk. So am I stupid to believe that he was going to be convicted? What's up, Joyce? Eric. Scrooge McDuck, Rich, what up? Mr. What does that say? Blocky? What does that say? You say who cares is more important things to. Usually when somebody say who cares, they care. Otherwise, why would you spend any energy on saying who cares? When I don't care about something, I don't give it any energy. I don't give it any energy. I'm on YouTube a lot. I'm on Instagram a lot. And I'm constantly scrolling through stuff. And if I see something I don't like, I just skip right by it. I don't give it any type of time. Sometimes I stop on something and I'm trying to check something out. As soon as I see something that disgusts me, as soon as I see something I don't like, I scroll right by it. I don't give it no time. I damn sure don't take the time out to comment and say, who cares? Yeah, fam, I don't do that. So usually when somebody take the time out to type who cares, they care. The defense hasn't called witnesses yet. You got to let the prosecution make their case first. So the prosecution got to rest. Then the defense brings whatever witnesses that they have. But they say they're going to make their case. They only need a day or two to make their case. So it looks like they probably won't call, they're probably not going to call too many witnesses. They're definitely not going to call as many witnesses as the prosecution called. So they got a few people that they're going to call, and that's it. Big Jeff, that's a good way to end. I don't see Rico. That's my time, fam. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I see you, Mac. What up? Arius, John. What it do? Chocolate. What's that say? Tremaine. That's the name. All right, fam. That's my time. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Until next time. I actually got a few more lives to do today, so, yeah, I got a few more lives to do, fam. So, stay in pocket. I'm coming. No more talk.